Okay, gang, everybody should be watching this one. This video is about the 30,000 foot view. This is to get us all centered around our big objectives as a team together, no matter what your individual roles might be, and mine might be. This is to get us all focused and centered around common goals and expectations so that we will know how we're being successful as a team, but also within our individual roles. Okay, so it's a little cold up here at 30,000 foot view. Sorry, that's a horrible attempt at being funny, but let's break it down a little bit more. So what are the two common objectives for Engage? This thing that we do with students every single Wednesday night. What are those two things? Well, here it goes. From my point of view, Engage equals a place of fellowship and worship. And so these are the two key goals that you and I are striving to achieve, right? That takes a team effort. But if we can do these two things and we can succeed in providing a place of fellowship and also giving them an environment in which they can worship a holy God, we can say, hey, we were successful. Now, here's the thing I know to be true about this. We'll never be perfect. So this is an ongoing process in which we need to have constant communication and feedback. Your ideas are going to be invaluable, what you're seeing, what you're thinking, as well as mine, so that we can continue to improve. And as we improve, and as we do these goals better, we're going to be able to minister to students with more success. And that's the point. The point is that we want these students to know that they're being ministered to in a powerful way, and in a way that makes them say, what a God that exists, what a God to love, what a God to follow. So let's go from here, and we're going to talk about really quickly some general expectations. These general expectations are for everybody, whether it's me, whether it's you. These are best summed up with the abbreviation of APA. The first one is attendance. You all by this time have gotten a schedule. It has Team A and Team B, and you have an assigned color, and it has the dates on which your team is scheduled to work. Your attendance is really important. If you don't show up, that's going to leave a big hole in our ministry, and it's going to mean that the students are not going to be ministered to like they could be. So please follow that schedule and attend. Okay. Now I know that life happens. I know that children get sick. I know that you get sick. I know that you get overwhelmed. I know that sometimes we just need to rest. So if there is a Wednesday night in which you can't attend, which I completely understand, sometimes I can't attend. The best thing we can do is when we get our reminders the week of our scheduled time is to communicate and say, hey, I can't be there this week. Now, this isn't a pass. This isn't a pass to say, well, it's David needs me or he doesn't. It doesn't really make a difference. No, this is only in situations in which we just know, hey, for personal reasons or for reasons of supporting my family, I can't be there this week. But please make sure that your attendance is on target there. The next one, the P of the APA, is your, sorry, I have to look, punctuality. Yes. Okay. Here's something that's really important about Wednesday nights. Our time window of when we're going to be together is extremely short. It's not that long. And so if you show up late, that usually means that somebody is having to cover for you, and it usually means that things are going to feel more rushed, okay? So here's a general rule I would like for us all to try to follow. Your work schedules had your arrival times and things like that. What I would do is that time that you're scheduled to start is your start time. What I would suggest us doing is doing start time minus 5. And so we're arriving 5 minutes before we're supposed to start in our individual roles. That'll really help make sure that things aren't feeling rushed, or that I'm not feeling like I'm the only one there supervising over 50, 60 kids, which is not a place that anybody wants to be in ever. So please make sure that your punctuality is there. I understand that that's not something that we can be perfect on, but let's do our best. Let's do our best. Okay, and the last thing of APA is attitude, okay? In attitude, basically what I'm talking about is our heart and our disposition. Ultimately, we are there to serve others in Jesus' name, okay? So what's that mean? What does that mean about our attitude? Well, it means that it's not about us, okay? I understand that sometimes things are rough and times are hard, and we can certainly talk about that, but for the time that you're there with those students, let it be about them. Let it be about them. Let it be about them so that they will know that they're loved and that they're special. So APA, general expectations, all right? Now, here's our common goals, all right? We want for this worship experience, this fellowship experience to be inviting, first and foremost. So we want people who are members of First Baptist Easley, people that have just walked through the doors for the very first time, to know that they are welcomed, okay? To know that they are welcomed. And so we want them not only to feel welcomed, but we want them to feel loved. We want this to be a loving environment, okay? We're going to get down to specific ways in how we can do that, how we can make it so that they are feeling loved, okay? We also want to make sure that we have safety, okay? These are people's children, their youth. They need guidance. They need supervision. And so we need to make sure that we're on the same page about how to best provide for their safety, okay? We also want to make sure that it's fun, okay? Fun is a value and fun is important. So we need to be working together to make sure that this is as fun as possible and that they are enjoying the experience of worshiping God, because worshiping God is fun. It should be fun. Being together in Christian fellowship should be fun. It shouldn't be boring. It should be fun and exciting. And of course, the last thing, our common goal, the most important thing is worship. We're there to worship, and if we don't worship, then what's the point? You know. So we want to make sure that these are our common goals. We want to make sure that these are our general expectations. We want to make sure that Engage equals a place of fellowship and worship, and this is what it's like to see it from a 30,000-foot view. All right, we'll end this, and now you'll go to your next video, which will be per your individual task. Thanks so much.